Hear me now, TVS.
LB, yeah.
Hi, I'm Tyeisha and welcome back to Shonna's Space. So today I'm going to be doing like an updated Q&A. So it's been more than a year since I started my channel because I started my channel last year, March, I think it was March or April. So March or April 2020, and it is now August 2021. Although I'm not sure like at which point I'm going to release this video, but yeah, it's now August 2021, and I definitely missed the anniversary because at that point, I was having mic issues and I also didn't have a tripod. So I decided that it's time I did a Q&A, updated Q&A. So I actually recorded this before, but I lost the footage, and I kind of glad I lost the footage because, but we move. So when you see me looking down, I actually have the questions like written on the book because obviously I record on my phone, so I had it written. Alrighty, first question. What is your favorite candle scent? So, funny enough, I only started getting into candles last year, and that was like right before. Actually, that's when I started doing testing to start making my own candles, because I don't know, like my nose is fairly sensitive. It's not like extremely sensitive or like things don't like bother me, but I am not a fan of strong scents. I mean, like I can appreciate a nice scent, but that don't mean that I want to smell it for an extended period of time. So I just never was like, oh, let me go and buy a candle. Like I figured it would not be something that I would really enjoy, so I never really. But then one day I just was like, you know what, I should kind of make a candle, an insect repellent candle like that. And so that's how I started getting into making candles for my business, Shonna's Natural Collection. If you have not checked it out as yet, um, and then currently I have like two scents, two fragrances that I sell, and it is the insect repellent one and uh flowers one. But I definitely want to expand that because I had a scent that I did for a custom Mother's Day order, and that was really nice. And I would like to add that to to make that permanent addition to my candle scents. I also have another one that I'm testing and I really like that. What are pigtails that we eat straight but curly on pigs? I don't know. Please to use Google. It is furry. um Number three, my biggest regret. So I actually don't regret anything that I do in life. At least I don't think that I do, because I did what I did and I did it with my whole chest, and you know it happened and nothing can't be changed about it. So I regret. But if I had to really think what I regret, it probably got something to do with somebody's son, because y'all questionable. Anyway, next question. My biggest fear. So I honestly don't know. I don't know. It's really hard to think of my biggest fear, but my biggest fear will probably be being unsuccessful, like not doing anything with my life. That's probably my biggest fear. Like imagine just forever just being a dud, just sitting down doing nothing. Like that's probably my biggest fear. That's crazy. Not tapping into my potential that I know that I have. All right, why aren't we dating? So we aren't dating because for the first time I met you, I just got friendship energy. So I just can't ever see myself. If you could go back and do a friendship or a relationship, sorry, do over a friendship or relationship, who would it be with? Like I was saying before, like I don't necessarily regret anything that I've done. So I don't know if I'll ever go back in time and redo anything with any friendship or any relationship. Honestly cannot think of one that I would want to redo. At least not completely. Like, I mean also obviously there are certain things that you might have done or said during a relationship or a friendship that you wish you could change, but definitely not change a whole friendship or relationship and do it from the start. And like I would never do that. Like people come into your life for a season, and who is meant to be here will be here, even if they leave for a time and are coming back because things didn't go as they were supposed to go. If they're meant to be here, they probably will be back. So That's just my stance on that. Okay, so what are my goals before the end of the year? So definitely I would like to see my business, that's my child at this point. I really would like to see it blossom. Like, I want it to blow up. But life. But I guess one goal would be, now this is August, so it might be a little hard based on the trajectory of how the business has been growing followers wise so far. But I would like to see it get to 500 by the end of the year. I don't know. This is August. There are only 4 months left, and my business is over a year old. Well, yeah, my business is over a year old, and I'm at 250. So I would see that double in the next 4 months. And then in terms of YouTube, I definitely would like to. I'm currently at 88 subscribers, and guys, what are you doing? I also want to be at 500. But given the trajectory, once again, I would have to say that's a little bit unrealistic. But yeah, I definitely want to see an increase in my following count and customer base for my business, and an increase in my subscribers, just general viewers, and like view count on my YouTube videos. Also, I would like to be employed. Like, a lot of people keep telling me, oh, sometimes when you finish university, some people don't work for 2 years. It's be like 6 months for others. It's be a year for people. I don't want that though. Like, I mean, I finished last exam was in May, and I got my certificate in like July, and I would like to be employed by September. And so, make it happen, please. Like, I'm speaking it into the universe. Like, I'm gonna be employed by next month, please. All right. Why did I start YouTube? So I feel like I probably answered this in the last Q&A, but I can't remember. But I started YouTube because we were in lockdown. I had nothing to do, and I was just like, damn. I was watching YouTube videos of people doing it here or something or the other. Like, I should probably do it. I mean, at this point, I don't really do hair videos anymore because I just be able to do my hair in comfort, in peace, in stages. And before, I basically had stopped doing them because I didn't have a ring light, and predominantly I did my hair at night. Like, I'm the kind of person that would get it and suddenly decide to do my hair at 11 o'clock in the night. And when I didn't have my ring light, I definitely couldn't record at night. I mean, this video is currently being recorded at night. It's after 9 o'clock right now. And I'm recording this video, so I'm definitely glad I have my ring light now. So I can, get that content whenever I want to. So, right, I got off on a tangent about why I started YouTube. But yeah, so I was just like, I just watch all these hair videos. I could probably start doing it. Don't do hair videos anymore. I don't know if I will ever do them again. Questionable. But one thing I will say that I'm really thankful about this YouTube channel, it was not the initial purpose, but it's like basically like a byproduct. Because, the initial purpose was literally entertainment. But I will say that I've gained some confidence. Not to say that I was not a confident-ish person before, but to me, although yes, it's my phone or whatever, like, I've gained so much confidence just saying out and talking to the camera, because it's like, I mean, like, anybody can see these videos, and they're putting them out for the public to see. I can say that they got the occasional topic or like, that I would talk about in a video that has me hesitant to post the video. So like my video where I had like weekend vlog and I was talking about the dates and stuff, like, I was a little hesitant to post that video. Honestly, at first I posted it as unlisted. And then I was talking to one of my friends, and they were just kind of like convinced me, like, you know what I mean? Like, the things that you worry about, like, eventually people will find out or whatever. So just release it, let it go. And so I just like put it to public. Another video that happened with was probably, I think it was the kissing during sex one. That's probably another video that I hesitated to produce because I don't know, it's just sometimes I think that certain topics are off limits. Once again, I got off on a tangent, but like I was saying, it takes a lot to be able to post your stuff, and the growth that I've seen in myself since I started YouTube and my business is tremendous. Like, when I first started YouTube and started my business, I never used to post about it on my status, Never used to post about it on my status, never used to post about it on my Instagram, never used to post about it on my Twitter, even though I don't really post my videos on my Twitter. But that's like, I generally don't tweet, so, you know what I mean? But now I'm just like, it's mine, and I'm going to promote it. If you try seeing it, mute me, block me, delete me, do what you got to do. But now it's just like every chance that I get, I mention my YouTube and my business. Like one of these two. If I feel like both. Somebody asks me, so what you do? What you like to do for fun? I just like, well, I like to read these books. I like to watch TV. I just crochet, and I just make YouTube videos. Like always talking about my channel, always talking about my business now, certain confidence, and it's not even just confidence, but a little bit of release on privacy. Not to say that I'm like a secretive person or like extremely private person, but I talk a lot to my close friends, but like to the general people, like I don't really necessarily want general people to know my opinions or knowing much about me because it's my business. But yeah, why did I open my locks? So I don't think I ever really addressed it for truth. But I opened my locks because I missed my curls. And it wasn't a matter of putting on extensions because I used to put braids over my locks quite easily. You couldn't tell I had locks. It was not an issue. Furthermore, I had the time I went out and I slicked back these locks into a nice little one upon a little hairpiece. So I swear my locks was open. It wasn't open yet at that point. For me, it was the curly style. So like wash and goes. Even though I don't really wear wash and goes because the roots of my hair hardly ever dry and it just makes me miserable, and so I don't really do them. But it's like the opportunity to do those curly styles that really really had me. If you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? Well, of course, it has to be some kind of fish, probably. Probably a nice little shark or something like that. I don't know, some kind of fish because or maybe pizza. I don't know. So like fish is like something that will come to mind immediately because I like fish and I like shrimp. But I gotta think about something that is more filling. And if I said pizza, then I can got variations on the pizza. So probably pizza. Why am I single? So honestly the answer that first came to mind is many nigga, but there are some good people in this world. And sometimes you meet people that are good people, but you just aren't meant to be together or whatever. So I would say that I've probably been single for about, I don't know, 2 years, 2019. So not to say that I kind of had a body in between there, but I don't count it if it like less than like 3 months. I'm sorry. If it was not together for 3 months, we wasn't together. So I would say that I was probably single since 2019. It's 2019 September, so September coming up is going to be 2 years that I've been single, and it's been an interesting experience to say the least. But I'm single because I haven't found the person that is meant to be with me. Like yes, you find people that you can vibe with to a certain extent, but you may not be for each other. You find people that you like, you find all kind of people, but it is what it is. That's just like what is my type? So firstly, I don't believe in types. I hate to hear people talking about types. Like I think it's kind of shallow, and how can you have a type? Everybody's beautiful. You know what I mean? Well, not. I don't really say everybody's beautiful because that sounds like it's just talking bare foolishness. But to me, having a type is so weird. Like I understand certain things being a turn off. So like you might not like big noses, or you might not like crooked teeth. You know what I mean? Or maybe you might not even like skin conditions, and that's your right, but I just can't get behind the type thing. Personally, I've dated like skin people and dark skin people. But personality is more important than look. Okay, so current or future tattoos and piercings. So currently I don't really have any piercings. I have this hole, then this one, obviously, what was obviously what, so basically two in each ear, my nose piercing, and that's it for the piercings I have right now. Future piercings, I intend to get my navel pierced for sure. Contemplating the nipples, not sure about that one because the pain. Whew, that's my afraid for. Tattoos. I have one tattoo on my shoulder. Um, oh, so it says Vitellaria paradoxa, and basically it's the scientific name for the shea nut tree. And if you know me, then you know that shea butter is my favorite ingredient. If I could put shea butter in everything, I would do it. I really would. Like I love shea butter so much; it's my favorite ingredient. So to me, this tattoo basically like it ties my business to me. And so that's what we have. In terms of future tattoos, I do have something in mind. So it is like a sun. If I could find the picture, I'll probably put it in, but I probably not gonna find it. So, but basically, it's like a half sun, and then it's like it has waves and a turtle. So basically, the half sun and the waves is supposed to symbolize that my sun sign is Aquarius, right? So the waves is kind of look like the Aquarius sign, and the turtle is because I like turtles. I have a pet tortoise, and so that's what I want the next one to be. I don't know when I can get that. I don't know where we'll put it, but that's what I want. Okay, so what's the biggest misconception about me? So, as I said in a previous video, my face, my face, and so sometimes I look lost or confused or just like angry. So people often think that I'm rude or unmanly. I'm saying that it's friends, but I'm not rude or unmanly. If you come and approach me, I definitely would talk to you. I don't know, I don't like to talk to people first because I'd be a little nervous. I got a little social anxiety, which is probably why I look lost and confused or angry. But yeah, I just got, that resting face. So you can approach me. I'm friendly, okay? I'm friendly enough, let's just say. Friendly enough. So if you see me, shout me. And we look at you a little strangely. But you know what? Shout me. Okay, and the last question, what is my favorite social media? So my favorite social media will have to be Twitter. And that is because Instagram is just so meh to me. Like I started just seeing, just scrolling and looking at pictures, like. And even though last year I said I was going to try to post once every month, I didn't do that. And honestly, I just gotta try to remember to post on my Instagram. Even the business Instagram, I'm trying to get more into basically planning content, like writing on content to plan it, because sometimes I just forget to post on Instagram. I just forget about Instagram. Instagram is just, and then like, what else have I got? I don't really use Snapchat, that's right away. Like, I just use it for the filters when I want to like sing a little bit and post on my status because why not? But I really don't use Snapchat that much. What else is there? TikTok. I don't know. I know trying to get into TikTok for the business page, but not for my personal, because I'm trying to wear dancing, I got a coordination, I'm doing all that, I really cannot. And so TikTok is not, for me. So that basically leaves Twitter. And I like to be able to scroll down, just read things that resonate with you, and it's be so crazy that you might be going through something and you don't really feel like getting the words to like tweet it, and you could just retweet it, and it's just like, love that. So Twitter is definitely my favorite social media at present. And like honestly, my WhatsApp has been so dry sometimes that the most app that I will be on for the day is Twitter. Well, I also forgot to say that these questions, I had basically put it on my status and stuff. Ask me any questions, blah, 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 blah. And so that's where these questions are from. But that's basically it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Send this to your friends. Send it to your brother, your mother, everybody.